Get this motherfucker crackulating in this motherfucking nigga. I'm ready. Hey, man, engineer dude, hit the play button. Let's go. I'm ready to crick this motherfucker going, man. Come on. We ain't got time for this shit. Let's go. That's my dude. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. What it is, man. You know what that is, man. You know what's going on. Where y'all people been? Y'all miss a nigga, man, because your boy miss you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna try to you. You know what I'm talking about? It's your boy, the R-A-K-double-O, man, the ghetto godfather, a.k.a. the wild child in that radio dial. I'm glad y'all hanging out with us for a while tonight, man. Listen. I got a fucking in-house casting crew with my mouth as usual. Nigga, hold up, man. I got a whole lot of shit to talk about tonight, man. I couldn't wait for the rest of the family to get here. I gotta get this motherfucker started, man. I got some shit on my chest that I want to talk about because this week has been asinine crazy. And I know y'all know because y'all been watching the news too. Y'all ain't ignorant to this shit. Y'all see what's going on out there, and I'm really not too motherfucking me up on placating ignorance. You know what I'm saying? Because there's been a whole lot of ignorant ass shit that's going on, and you know I gotta apologize because you know last week I took off because you know shout out to my girl, friend of the family. Y'all already know, lifelong friend. Kim celebrated her big 4-0. Yeah. Woo! She celebrated her big 4-0 last week. So we took the week off, man, and went out there to go kick it with her, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you something. Your boy is not a club goer anymore. You dig? There used to be a time back in the day, shit. Nigga, you work all week, you know what I'm talking about? You work all week, you feel you owe it to yourself. You get home from the job, you get all, your pop collar fresh, you take a shower, you know what I'm saying? You roll your good up, get you a couple of drinks of that Jack and Yak, nigga, you know what I'm talking about? Maybe play a couple of quick ass rounds of dominoes, you know what I'm talking about? Maybe even get some quick dice in. We did back in our day, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we did back in our day. That was the pregame warm up. It was Friday. You order some pizza. You send the kids upstairs, and we get ready to go out and do our damn thing. You know, wait for the babysitter to get there. Yeah, blah blah blah. Once babysitter shows up, we done already puffed on about good 2 or 3 joints. Yeah, see, we had joints back in our day. I don't know. See, that's why you kids is fucked up now because y'all smoke a lot of reefer and them big ass long cigar blunts and shit. Now, cigars is for cigar tobacco. You know what I'm saying? For that Cuban roll up. You know what I'm talking about? But y'all put weed in that shit. And it be just as long as a regular cigar. And I don't know. I don't understand. I don't want to understand how the fuck y'all function and operate like that. So, you know, that's why we had joints. You know what I'm talking about? Because, hell, you know, we old school and we know good and goddamn well a joint, a real good joint, would fuck you up. So that's why we had a joint and we passed that motherfucker around. We pass that motherfucker around the table while we playing dominoes or doing some gambling and shit before we hit out the clubs and all that good stuff right here. Now, round one, in the club back in the day, back in your boy the RIKWO used to be in that shit. You know what I'm talking about? We leave the house right around 11:30, because we already lit. We ain't worried about shit. We got about 4 or 5 cars full of niggas rolling. So we hit club spot number one. First club you go to, I don't know, RJ's by the lake back in, it wasn't like that. Maybe Park Place. Maybe it was, I know Animes for sure, you know what I'm talking about? But that's normally after our spot was Animes. If we go to Animes, after we hit to the titty shake. Yeah. So I think it was an either or type of situation. It's been so damn long. But either way, we go to the club, get our swirl on, blow about $400-$500 like it wasn't shit. That's how crazy shit was. Maybe that's why we weren't multi-millionaires when we was young, because we did not know shit about money, didn't give a fuck neither. And would just blow that shit like it was growing back next week. So we get up in that bitch, spin big, get our table and all that stuff right here. And this ain't at the rump shake. This is the club. This is a regular club. And this ain't no VIP shit, nigga. We had been that motherfucker. We rolling deep. We spending big bread. We buying everybody drink. Our crew drinks, that is. You know what I'm talking about? Because like I just told y'all, we ran about 4 or 5 trucks deep. And so we hit that motherfucker me at club in that spot. Boy, y'all don't want no problems. Just move the clear. Hit the dance floor. Let's party. Let's do how the fuck we do. And let's rock star status this motherfucker, dog. You know what I'm talking about? And that's what we did. And that's exactly what we did. We did that shit for about a good 7-8 years back to back. And it was beautiful. It was fucking beautiful. And then after the club, we still kind of amped up. Now it depends on whether or not the girls had their ladies' night out too, right? So if the girls had a lady night out, then that means I got extended time. So I'd hit the rump shake with the rest of the fellas. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be either the girls at the home waiting for you. So after the club, let me go home, take care of my business and all this shit right here. But if she has a ladies' night, shit, nigga, we gonna leave the club. We gonna ball out at whatever club we was at for about a good, I don't know, 2.5, 3 hours, whatever. And then we hit the motherfucking me ass titty shake, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? With some big, glossy, glowing ass titties. Them college girls trying to pay their way through college, looking as lovely and tender as Daddy Center. Woo! I don't know about these bullet gunshot, burnt up ass bitches on the stage now. But back when I was going to the run thing, them bitches with some goddamn dime pieces. And that's all I got to say about that. Now, with that being said, I'll bring that back full circle to say that it was Kim's birthday last week, so we took off. Yeah, I know we just got back from summer vacation, all this shit right here, but it was Kim's birthday, so we decided to meet her at the Rose. I took the night off, went to go meet her at a club, and man, let me tell you, you can already see where this finna go. And let me tell you, it ain't, as you say, man, listen. There's some niggas that's meant to be in club life for the rest of their life, and that's their thing. Hey, we went to that club, and it was the club, karaoke, college night, party for us and Kim and shit. Nigga, I wasn't that motherfucking nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you, my nigga. I was ready to go within 10. Matter of fact, I didn't even want to go. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I only went because it's Kim's birthday. She a friend of the family. That's it. I went, and that was the original game plan. You go, you show your face, get some hugs, get some love, surprise party. And actually, it was my homeboy Art. It wasn't even her birthday. Damn. It was her husband. Yeah, see, that shows you how much I was into that shit. I don't even know what the fuck birthday it was. Your wife tell you got to go, nigga, yeah, that's where you going. Yeah, going. That's all there is to it. That tells you a lot about the lifestyle I lead in this motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? So with all that being said, so not only do I go to the club that I really don't want to go to and hang out with kids you know, I ain't gonna lie to you. The kids was they kind of kept their own to themselves and all this shit right here, which I do appreciate. And the reason why I appreciate it because SMU campus is like right down the street from where we are. You know what I'm talking about? So with SMU campus being right down the street from where we was the club that night, we got all kinds of they happen to have a college night, and then that college night they had it was a cross between college night and a hippie throwback shit. It was a 60s revolution type shit that was fucking me up. I ain't gonna lie to you. He banging the motherfucking house, y'all. Y'all see that motherfucker man camera, man? He banging the motherfucking house. Make some noise for that big motherfucker there. Make some noise for the E-bang, man. He in the house, man. He in the house. I wasn't supposed to be at a college night. I had no intention of it being a goddamn ass college night. So that's the part of the problem right there. I'm trying to explain to the people. So what happened? We go out there, and not only is this college night shit that's going on in that motherfucker, but you got the regular party goers who are drunks and they just kind of hang out and all this shit right here, and that just ain't my thing. So I'm ready to go with this. I'm explaining to everybody why we took off last week for all this little birthday and shit. So I'm ready to go within 10 minutes. I really didn't want to go, but it is what the fuck it is. I'm trying to hang out and trying to enjoy myself. Phil was there, so it's good to see my brother out there, good, you know what I'm saying? So good to see Young Peasy out in the motherfucking ass. Well, truck showed up and all this good stuff right here, but that's a normal hangout and shit. And they just do, and they still young, so they do how they do. You know what I'm talking about? So we ain't young no more. I already told them about how we used to go out in these clubs and smash, and then hit the titty club after, like it wasn't nothing. How we gamble and drink, smoke a joint, not a blunt, a joint, and pass a joint around to everybody. And we make a night of that motherfucker. So I'm already explaining that shit to them. So this is why I'm going to this club and it's just not adding up, man. I'm ready to go. Nigga, I ain't ready to fucking go. But and the worst part is that this is the sad part. I don't know if it's sad or it's just bad or just is the fuck it is. I told y'all before we went to the club, we had the babysitter come over, right? So the kids that were babysitting for me, my kids babysitting my kids, they are now old enough to be partying with us in the club. And that's what really fucked the shit up because I saw Artie and Kim's daughter in the club legally drinking. So I'm like, oh, hell no.
Already.
Oh, hell no. On every fucking level. Oh, hell no. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to fucking go. So long story short, the night didn't last long. Not for the boy, the IAKOO. It didn't last long at all. So, I think I hung out for about a good hour and a half or something like that. And I'm telling the girl, hey, listen, I'm ready to go. Matter of fact, I'm finna go. Matter of fact, get your shit. Let's go. There you go. And she ready to hang out and shit. She ready to hang out and wallow and hang with a girl and shit. I'm saying, man, well, next time we'll remember to bring 2 cars because this shit ain't me. This shit is not me at all.
Shit.
Not me at all. I just can't do it, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I just can't do it.
Man,
that's not my lifestyle no more, man.
That's why you need a play. I'm telling you. I sit back and chill a little bit more now. When I do go out somewhere, you know what I'm saying? I like to sit back and just chill and watch the action. I used to was in the middle of the action. Now I just watch the action. What these motherfuckers out here doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I can tell you what, dog, I don't know if I told you this or not.
What is that?
I don't know if we talked about this or not.
What's that?
And it wasn't, let me see, was it the last time? But okay, let me just say this.
What?
The time that when I went and I figured out I was getting old, went to a titty bar, and I was just looking around and shit.
You weren't enjoying the titties, you just looking around?
It wasn't like it used to be. It wasn't like, okay.
I told them that too. Back Back in the day, nigga, Betty Sue had to pay for college and daddy sent to the school and she had to go pay for college and these bitches was tight. They weren't these old bullet ass, whole long, old ass ladies in these clubs trying to rump shake now and have conversation with you, tell you about their damn problems in the goddamn back court.
Yeah.
They bitches don't want trying to talk to you, tell you I got 5 kids, I'm tired. What? I ain't coming for that shit. I go to the titty club for you to fulfill some goddamn erotic fantasy I may be having. You need to be out there. You want to get off the goddamn stage and try to have conversations with your old ass being 35, 40 years old. You need to get shot in the face. But anyway, yeah, go ahead. You discovered how you got old.
And then I started noticing, like, hey, what is that? What is that smell? What does that smell? So I went over to one of the bouncers. I'm like, what's that smell, dog? They're like, oh, nigga, it always smells like that. I'm like, nigga, I've been in here about 10, 15 times. I know it don't. He looked at me, just cocked his head a little bit. Big dog. The first time you been in here, you ain't been drunk. Yeah, I guess so. He said, well, you know, you probably got a lot of shit that you don't realize.
You're going to see a whole lot of shit you ain't never seen before. You going to goddamn titty club sober, nigga. You see a whole lot of shit that you ain't never seen before. That's when them rose glasses come off.
Because usually, as you said, you were talking about I wasn't here for it, but I could only, imagine what you was telling them.
I told them everything.
Shit, we motherfucking... Yeah. Bounce in. We come into the club like we have been drinking about 3 hours.
I told him.
We come into the club, bobblehead on that bitch.
Yeah. Look, I told him, and that's what let me know that I'm old and out the game, and the club life ain't for me. That's what the point I was trying to get to.
Life, nah.
Because like I told him back in the day, it was on a Friday. Nigga take a quick shower by the time you get home from work. You take a shower once you get home from work. You come back downstairs. Your boy's already walking through the door. You gonna play a quick couple of hands of dominoes. You gonna pass that weed around. You get the drink going. You get the jack going on this motherfucking dog. Maybe get a little gambling in. You know what I'm talking about? And all the good shit right there. But it always go back into the same goddamn ass spot. So it was either a spot of, we gonna hit the club. And if we hit the club, and if it was a ladies' night, then we had time to go to the titty bar. And if we didn't have time to go to the titty bar, I'd take my ass home. You know what I'm saying? So, but either way, that was us, nigga. That's what we did. That's what we did. That's how we got down. You know what I'm talking about? So that's why we took off last week. And I assure you, good party people here, that the Raw Daddy, the RAK00, and his old ass will not leave you again for a goddamn club. I assure you that. I will be sending my friends a very happy hello, happy birthday, good to see you. You know I love you. I ain't gonna do shit with you. If he ain't talking about coming over drinking or just having some drinks, I'm a drinking dinner kind of guy now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Grown folk night. Grown folk. You can go out, maybe have a dinner, and even go out to the club. But like I said, like for me personally, go to the club, maybe a stool or a bench or a chair or something. Sit down, have my drinks, watch other people, might get up and dance a little bit, whatever. But I ain't for we nut the butt and motherfucking fighting, trying to get through the club and gotta yell the order and shit. No, I ain't down for that shit no more. Niggas looking you up and down and shit. Man, what? Oh, goddamn, here we go.
That ain't gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. And that's the problem. And that's where we were. It was some throwback 1920 shit.
That was too. That shocked you. That was too young for you, dog.
Niggas say, man, well, listen. Back when I was a young buck, it wouldn't take nothing for my temper to light up, nigga. What the fuck you looking at? Smell your pussy on you, bitch, and let's take it outside and do how the fuck we do. And now that I'm old, I'm like, yeah, well, I see what you're thinking.
I see what you're thinking before you thinking, nigga.
Yeah, you're trying to analyze situation. You're trying to stack me out and all stuff right here. Listen, I'm not here for your girl. You say your girl is safe with you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problems. I ain't got no issues.
Really.
But if you keep staring, then I'm gonna try to talk to you and let you know.
We're gonna have a little diplomacy around.
Yeah, we'll have some diplomacy, and if it's still not getting the point across, well then I'll try to walk away, but just don't look at me again because I do have my point. And I will literally knock you the fuck out.
Hey, nature knows what she's doing. when she take testosterone away from a nigga.
Yeah.
When she starts to lower that testosterone,
Yeah.
she know what she doing.
She knows exactly what
The
she's doing.
shit that used to have me, pulling up bars and turning over tables and shit.
Crushing cars and shit.
Now I'm like, whatever, nigga.
Exactly.
You stay over there, I'm gonna stay right here.
Yeah.
Now you come over here, we're gonna have issues, but
Hey, you do your peacock dance over there. You know what I'm saying? You impress your bitch over there.
yeah,
Don't impress her around me. You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel you. Yeah.
Salute, man. Salute.
All right.
Do your thing.
Yeah,
Do
your
your
bitch
thing.
gave me her number. Yeah, all
I
right.
got-
Well,
yeah,
here's the number there, nigga.
Yeah,
Go,
yeah, there you go.
whatever. There. I don't even
Follow
want the motherfucker. Matter of fact, it balled up in the corner. Bitch don't look that good no way.
Exactly.
So keep it moving, son. Keep it moving. There, you
Exactly.
want a beer? Here's a beer, nigga.
Correct the mundo.
Settle
And
the
that's
fuck
exactly
down.
What the fuck that is.
Settle the fuck
That's
down.
exactly what the fuck that is. And see, that's why I stay my black ass right here. That's why I stay right here in this little compound that we done developed in this motherfucker. Because once I get out the street, I say, my nigga, I almost pulled a nigga over and had to get into it with this nigga on the way home. My nigga, I ain't gonna lie to you, my nigga. Woo! Woo!
Coming home?
635 ain't no joke.
Man,
nigga.
635 ought to be. Man, I'm telling you, my gym is right off of 635 in Inwood. I don't even go on 635 no more. I go to back. Man, that shit there is just.
635 ain't no joke.
And niggas will be behind you and hit 100, shoot past you,
And
pull
then hit
over
the
in front of
brakes,
you,
hit
hit the brakes to get out. I'm like, oh, this nigga here.
Yo, my nigga had to hurt, nigga. I had to hit the brakes so tough, my nigga. It was like, you can see smoke come on my tires, my nigga.
Yeah.
And then, like a irrational young or irrational young buck, I started chasing that motherfucker.
I will say, traffic shit still get my eye a little.
Nigga, hey,
I be like, bitch, you gonna wreck me? You gonna wreck me, nigga? Oh, okay, calm down, nigga, calm down.
my nigga, and I got to run. Same, my nigga, I was doing about a good 75 or 80. I ain't no punk on 635. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm doing about a good 75 or 80. And I can see his car trying to negotiate his way. He like, damn, this nigga going that fast. We gonna pass in a minute. Or do I got time to get in this lane and hit the accelerator? And he just right there, and he's still just debating. I'm still just creeping. And that motherfucker just decided right when my bumper's at his back bumper, fuck it. And then, nigga, nigga, this is a truck, my nigga.
Yeah.
This is a goddamn me-ass truck. So I'm like, ooh. I'm glad that motherfucker had damn good front brakes. But I couldn't believe the motherfucker did this shit. I was sitting there watching the whole damn thing. I'm like, oh. And nigga gonna try to hit it because he knew he was wrong.
Yeah.
He tried to hit the accelerator because he knew he was
Yeah.
wrong.
Bitch, you know, come here.
You
Come
know
here,
you
you
wrong.
motherfucker.
So he tries to accelerate to get away from the situation. Like if he gets enough distance between us, that I'll forget about the shit.
No, not now, nigga. No, nigga.
Nigga, my big bitch had 8 motherfucking cylinder reasons to get up on your ass, and your little 4-cylinder shit can't do nothing about it. Your little 4-cylinder piece of shit.
You get to Mad Max on?
Yeah.
Get right on this shit.
Nigga, whoa, within seconds, nigga. Yeah, I'm on that motherfucker's ass. And he can't go that fast. I'm about to run right through him. So he slides over to the next lane and watches me go past because my initial reaction was that once I get up on him, I see him slide over. If there's enough room, I'm going to cut his motherfucking ass off. That's exactly what I'm thinking. You know what I'm talking about? That's exactly what I'm thinking. But I done rolled up on him. He done got the lane and all that shit. He trying to signal and shit like he's going to be polite. Like, he trying to signal like he's going to be polite. No, nigga, I'm going to get you.
No, nigga.
I'm going to get
That's
you.
too late, nigga.
Yeah, it's too late now, nigga. They got my blood pressure high, this motherfucking nigga. So he like, he gets over and shit. But there wasn't enough room for me to do what I was thinking about doing. And then I saw him.
Yeah, that puppy dog face on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please don't kill me, sir.
Yeah. Like his high rolled off. Like the song he was listening to went off. And he came back to reality and shit.
Yeah.
I hit the bitch and just started going. That bitch motherfucker finger jig. I had to give him a little something. You ain't gonna. I'm not gonna leave just totally unsatisfied.
Yeah. I will say that's the one place you got a better chance face to face with me, and I'll let you make it face to face. As long as you don't, Long as we ain't, you know, try to, mean mug a nigga or nothing, but man, I don't know what it is, dog, on the freeway, dog.
Well, because
Plus,
it's
plus,
your
I'm,
life.
plus, yeah, it's your life. Plus, normally I am really a courteous driver. I let motherfuckers over, blah, 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 you know.
Right.
But I can't stand them motherfuckers that's behind you or right on side you. Y'all going the same motherfucking pace. You can just feel it.
You see it
I
coming.
feel what this nigga finna do.
You see it coming. Yeah.
They hit that little shit and get up just a little bit, just a little crease in front of you, and then get over. Then hit that brake. You're like, oh, this nigga here. He trying to kill me for real.
And see, that's what happens. See, your natural defense of survival kicks in. You just made an attempt on my life. He wasn't thinking that much. You don't think enough of my life to where you get in my lane and hit the brakes while I'm enjoying my lane and my side. This is life or death situations. And the motherfuckers don't take this into consideration. As well as the motherfuckers who get in the left lane. The left lane.
Oh my God.
The left lane, they had a commercial for it, is for members only.
Members only, baby.
It's a club to get in the left lane.
Yes, it is.
And if you're not a part of the club of the left lane, get the fuck out of it.
Hey, I've had to get on. I got left foot, but
I've done it too.
I'm in the hoops now. Sometimes I got to, man.
I've done it too.
Let me get my little ass over.
Especially if I know I'm not in the club lane mentality.
Already.
If I feel like going 65, 70, hey, I stay out of it. And if I catch myself in that fast lane, because I'm normally in that motherfucker, and I see people behind me, my bad.
Let me get over.
Let me get over. Go do what you do. Go get it. Go get it. And I do that. But and you realize when you riding up on somebody, after about a mile or two, listen, I'm here, and there's plenty of lane for you in the other lane to get over.
Now, we're not talking bumper.
No, we're talking, there's plenty of lane after a mile or two while I'm behind you to get over and just, move, let nature take its course. But you don't. You ride in that lane at 70 miles an hour. For no reason.
If a nigga could get out, why are we moving with a baseball bat and just tell a nigga we fill up? And bow, move this slow motherfucker over. Bow.
Yes. Yes.
I tell my cross the track homeboys this all the time. I hate going out there. Because he live in Frisco.
Mike, what's up?
I hate going out there. Not because I love going out to see them. But the motherfuckers out there, I'd rather drive in East Dallas. At least I know I'm on my P's and Q's because I know some of them niggas, they don't know the rules.
So you give them a pass?
I give them a pass.
Yeah.
They get over and they like, oh shit, man, that's all right, dog, I see you. Long, them motherfuckers out there in Frisco, dog, don't give up. Fuck! Yeah, I see you got your $100,000 Benz or whatever, nigga, but this my life too. And you hitting me, I'm gonna get out, I'm gonna whoop your ass, then I'm gonna fall on the ground because my back is hurt. So I'm gonna beat your ass and then I'm gonna sue you.
Yeah.
So I'm just telling you, motherfucker, just telling you. Just get over like, yeah, I got enough insurance. Get over, bitch. That's I tell them. I tell the motherfucker all the time, man. I miss my Rivy, man. Niggas did not fuck around. They saw that Rivy. Especially when I had the 4 donuts on that hoe.
Oh, you knew there was problems.
They did not fuck around.
This nigga's insane. How you roll the Rivy with 4 donuts?
Hey, it was a motherfucking Benz ran up on the goddamn divider. Shit, that nigga saw a nigga coming, and I kind of swerved that bit a little bit. That nigga.
Yeah. I don't want no problems.
Niggas moved out the way when they saw that metal coming, baby.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they don't make metal cars no more. That's the bullshit.
This is old folk problem right here, dog. It's old folk. Nigga didn't worry about this shit when young. Didn't give a fuck.
You really right.
Nigga didn't give a fuck.
We old, man.
We old. It's my boy. Hopefully out there listening. What's up, Q? I remember the first time I called Q an asshole. Affectionately.
Oh, goddamn.
Affectionately called him an asshole.
Well, that's too long.
We rolling, remember he had that little hatchback? We rolling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dog, we on a one-way street, one lane. That nigga driving about 10 miles an hour.
Say that. No.
I like, what you doing, nigga?
No. No. No.
He laughing and said, I like, nigga, what you, everybody, nigga, get out the way, goddamn, I'm like, man, you are real, I'm like, you a real asshole, ain't you?
Nigga go down your car and start blasting. Blah, 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 blah. Woo!
What y'all so new, you know? We had each other back, whatever come up, mate, but.
God.
And then he used to do, when he go down 2 lanes, he used to swerve in and out on both lanes and shit. So probably some of this is karma. Although I was not driving.
Oh my God.
I was not driving karma.
That's not kosher, bro.
Yeah,
that's
nigga,
not kosher.
I like, nigga, you an asshole.
You
for
an asshole,
real.
dog. You an asshole. You part of the goddamn problem.
You part of the problem.
You're not a part of the solution, sir. Sir.
So hopefully that nigga's grown out of that shit. I don't know. I ain't rolled with it for a while, but
I ain't never gonna ride with him ever. Off of that bullshit. So now, with all that being said, and continuing on with the week's festivities, you know, I've been sitting back and I'm realizing that life in itself, I see a lot of things is changing around here and all stuff right here, and that's just a matter of decision making. But it's come to the point to where I realize that life in itself is just a set pattern. Perhaps this may be too deep so early in the show, but I want to get to that because I got some other shit I want to talk about for the rest of the show, and that's really going to take my attention. But regardless of how you think life is and what life is about, life is a pattern. It's a pattern of routine.
No doubt.
Everybody, regardless of how unique you think you are, you have a defined pattern of whether it be 4 or 5 things you do every morning before you get to work or during work or at work or whatever your day consists of to be occupying your time. You have a routine that you do and it starts with opening your eyes. And then from there to the day that you close, at the end of the day, if you're lucky enough to close your eyes to wake up again, there's a fundamental basis about your day that you do consistently, day in and day out.
Both of you.
And in that routine, you may find yourself unmotivated because you just think it's just life is just so routine to where you're no longer motivated to do things that may step outside of those boundaries, outside of that box because you're in your comfort zone. So you think life is this is all it is? This is all there is to it? Because I find myself finding that shit. And my day is very, very diligent. I have a very diligent day. My days are set to where once my eyes are open, partner, there's shit going on. And I'm talking about actively moving around, whether it's taking care of baby girl before she goes, packing up her stuff and all that stuff right here, to doing my exercises and the kung fu and all this stuff right here, to getting in my truck, licking, washing, shaving, showering, and getting the hell out of here and do what the fuck I do. And coming back and you know, in the sit down routine. But see, what I realized just this week, if not yesterday, what I realized is that that's exactly what life is supposed to be, right? But what makes life worth living are the moments you step outside of your routine and create a memory.
Already.
How about that?
Already.
How about that? The moments you step outside of your routine and create a memory. That's what makes life worth living. That's the uniqueness of life. I.e., how often do you get in a plane and jump out of it? Go for a horseback ride. Stay in a hotel for the weekend. Go to a, save your money and go to a fancy-ass restaurant just for the experience of it. Life's unique points, what makes life worth living is not the routine of life itself, because you need that to be successful. You do excellent habits, excellent small things. You do small things very well. Then the bigger things will take care of themselves later on down the line. You'll find yourself in a good place and being comfortable and all that shit right here. But the uniqueness of life itself is breaking outside of that box, outside of your routine, and doing something you've never done before. That life is a different lifestyle for everybody. Whether you were some high class and did it to do motherfucker and decide to hang out with Jerome and go down to his house to pick up his shoes because he left his nice NBA Jordans at the house, and you find yourself touring South Dallas. Or the vice versa. Go out to Frisco. Hang out with your partners on the other side of the tracks. That's uniqueness in life. And that's what life is about. Creating memories. Now, the memories in themselves, they can be good or bad because there's a lot of things that take you outside the box to where people don't consider it to be the norm, to where they consider it to be a bad memory. But if you actually embrace what's taking place, you realize that you're living life to the fullest, which maybe lead me into my major points of the evening.
Right,
so what do you think about that? What do you think about that?
Most definitely. Because you work, I mean, a lot of times you get so caught up in, work, home, whatever. You don't realize you working to live. You're not living to work. You know what I'm saying? So you're like, okay, yeah. Well, I mean, what you doing with your money?
I'm stacking it.
All you doing is paying rent and paying car note. You ain't having no pleasure out of life.
Right.
So I mean, what is that? That ain't living.
And then you got these extremists that say, "Oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing the same thing over and over and over again." And then they break off and do something crazy because they have to feed that extremist mentality in themselves. And then after 10 to 15 years doing that same break the mentality shit, I have nothing in life. I haven't achieved anything. Well, that's because you haven't set yourself to a pattern to achieve something. The pattern in life is to achieve a goal. It's a structured orient to achieve a goal. So with that being, and then you step outside every so often, and then you get back inside that routine.
Yeah, because you can't.
You share that experience, that memory with other people, and that may make a uniqueness in those people's lives and conversation.
Already.
That's a bright spot. Wow, you did what? You did what? I did maybe 2 or 3 things that were extreme during my time that took me out the box, and I would never replace them for anything. But I'm glad I was young when I did this shit. I would not even consider that shit now. You know what I'm saying? When I was young, everybody knows I'm part of the Wabu and the HTM and all that stuff right there. And I'm telling you, when I was 25, 26, nigga, I packed up this motherfucking family and we went to Atlanta, Georgia. ATL, Georgia, one thing, I was in the woods, the pack of woods. That's just a crazy ass shit. It's the experience of a lifetime. And I'm glad I grabbed that bull by the horns and rode that motherfucker out, dog. Because I can reflect on it now because it came full circle. Can you imagine? Not even something that you're creative about and you had the opportunity to go. And that's it. That's it too.
Mm-hmm.
That's it too. It's as simple as when I walked to my truck today, I was just taking a regular walk, but the way I patterned my shit is that, at 6:15, I know everybody's gone, so I take my truck and I move it up to the front of the building, because I get to my job late. I don't go into 11. It's a beautiful thing. It's quite beautiful. But I got to park on the outskirts.
Yeah.
So at 6:15, when everybody's gone, I know I can put my shit up to the front row.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I put my shit up to the front row, and by the time I put my shit up to the front row, I know by the time I jump in my truck to get to that light that I need to get to on Beltline, I need to be there at 7:01 to avoid all the 7 o'clock traffic. And that's just the way my life is set. That's the way my mental is. But life in itself is just this. As simple as when I was walking, just doing my regular walk around, somebody happened to vacate a front row parking spot. This sounds simple, but listen to what I say when I say it. Somebody vacated a front row parking spot at 1:30 in the afternoon when I was just kind of walking around the block just to get some air.
Yeah.
I saw that and I said, well, normally I'll wait till 6:15. But, sir, there's an opportunity right now for you to take. There's the opportunity presenting itself right then, right there, right now. Do you wait for the regular circle? Or do you take advantage of the opportunity that presented itself? And that's exactly what went through my head. So I moved my truck. I took advantage of the opportunity. And when it presented itself. And that is a key aspect of life that had me thinking about this and talking about this early before I get going and before I get too lit, too in the cup, as Swab would say.
In the cup.
Yeah, too in the cup, as Swab would say. To address it. Because that's exactly what life is. Everything you want in life, every day, every moment, opportunities for you to take advantage of it presents itself every day, every opportunity, every moment that you're sitting and you're wishing and thinking about something. There's a great, what do you call it, comparison. The movie, the genie with the lamp, Aladdin, yeah, Aladdin. Everybody knows that Aladdin has this magic lamp, you know, the Alibaba and thing, and all that. He has this lamp and he rubs it and the genie comes out and the genie says, I'll grant you 3 wishes and whatever they are, they'll come true. Well, what people don't realize is that you are in a cause-demand universe. Everything you think and dream of becomes reality. Now, the reality of that is, can you deal with the reality of what you were wishing for? A lot of people wish for money off top. A lot of people wish, man, if I had $100,000, man, woo! I'll get shit popping this motherfucker. If I was a millionaire nigga, I could get some shit popping this motherfucker. Well, your mama got killed and she had a life insurance policy. They granted you $1 million.
Already.
You ready to deal with that? You grief struck over the death of your mama. So what happens is that, yeah, the guy comes over 3 weeks later with an insurance policy check, says you're an instant millionaire. Now what you gonna do? Now what you gonna do? Gives a fuck. I just lost one. And then that really brings a form of reality for you. You say you want to be a NFL player. You want to be an NFL football player. So you practice real hard all your life to be the fastest, to be the strongest, to be the uniqueness with your talent and all that stuff right there, and you make it. You're in the NFL. You got the prime time golden light candles. You sign big contract, big money, and all that stuff right here, so on and so forth. You break your leg first play of the game. Your leg broke. You got your wish. You made it to the NFL. You was right there. You got everything you asked for. You worked for it. And you made it. But you break your leg first play of the game. And it's a contusional break. That means it'll heal, but it'll never have.
It'll be right.
Yeah, it'll never be right. Broken 2 places. So now what? You gonna cry off the rest of your life? You never prepared for anything else, and now it's like, what the fuck? I'm gonna sue the NFL. Fuck it. No. You get everything in life if you really, really break it down to its fundamental aspects. You get everything you ask for in life. Now, whether or not you're wise enough to see that you're getting everything you're asking for, that's another story. That's not what I'm talking about. But to make sure that you understand what I'm talking about, whatever point that you are right now in life is what you asked for earlier. And you're exactly where you want to be because you asked for it earlier. So to have an instant in life and the moment that you're in, to say, man, I wish I had more. Or I wish I had something different. Well, you should have thought about that shit earlier. That is the key to life. The patterns that you set, the way that you wake up when your eyes open up to the time when you're blessed enough to where your eyes go back to sleep for another day. Everything that happens in between them should be little steps to get to what you want. And opportunities for you to get what you want in every step, in every day, in every moment present themselves to you. But are you taking advantage of it? Do you move your truck at 1 o'clock in the afternoon versus 6:15 where you normally know that they're there? Do you take advantage of that shit? What do you think?
That's good shit, dog.
That's good shit?
That's good shit.
Like
That's
that?
good shit.
Right?
Because that's
You like that?
like the biggest thing in life. I know for me, the biggest thing in life is sometimes you got to slow down, and if the same shit keep happening to you, you're doing the same shit. That pattern, as you said, that pattern keeps repeating itself. The pattern is repeating itself for a reason, because you keep making the same decisions.
Right.
Keep making the same, might be on something different, but basically you keep making the same decisions, and those decisions lead you to on your path.
So
But
is it a decision or is it a routine?
I think it's one of the same, because the decision, the routine is the decision. If
There you go.
if you know what I'm saying.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're used to doing that same thing, so you're used to making that same decision. That's why why it's a routine. You got to step outside yourself and make a few different decisions, and then you'll see
A
that
different course in life setting itself.
that routine start to change a little bit.
Yeah. Exactly. Who'd have thought 5 years ago that Rod Daddy be doing kung fu? What the fuck is a ball? What's all this martial art action? What's all this old fancy ass diet this nigga eating on? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 5 years ago, shit, nigga, I was about a good 230 in a bad way. I ain't gonna lie to you, in a bad way. Smoking weed, drunk, big, have decision dreams about what I'm thinking about doing. You know, I was falling out of chairs. I'm doing live shows falling out of chairs and shit. Nigga, we still on the air. Oh, whoops. But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? I think in itself, life gives you exactly what you ask for, and I'm asking for better. I had to demand better of myself. I'd never thought. I smoked for close to 20 years. You know, cigars, Black and Mild, Newports. I smoked for close to 20 years of my life. By the time I graduated college, I really wanted to smoke when I was in college because I was an athlete and all that shit, right? But shit, nigga, once I came back home, I remember the first thing I said was that last day of football practice happened. The only place I'm running is to the bathroom. That's it. They never gonna see me running no goddamn ass work. Nigga, shit, nigga, you remember we used to have 40-ounce parties and shit, nigga. We used to buy cases of 40 ounces and go out and play football drunk as hell. That shit was crazy, yo. Nigga, we done lived a hell of a life, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, my nigga. We done lived a gifted ass life. Bruh, I ain't gonna lie to you. Blood ain't making brotherhood, man. Experience and memory make a brotherhood.
No, most definitely.
All day long. Cause I got some bloodline niggas I don't even fuck with. I ain't gonna lie to you. There's some niggas I don't even fuck. I don't understand you. But we got the same blood running through us. It doesn't make no sense. But there's a couple people like that.
That is what it is.
But with that being said, I feel the end of the cup starting to take its toll. I feel the end of the cup starting to take its toll. So let's move on with the events of this week.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to start with a moron named Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz is a senator from the great state of Texas. And I'm ashamed to say that.
Before you go any further,
Go ahead.
Because he originally Canadian.
He's a Canadian / Cuban.
What? Why these idiots? Why do? I'm not. I'm trying to get why these idiots are drawn to Texas, dog.
Say, man. Well,
I mean, is it because when you say I'm a senator from Texas that has a lot of power behind it, rather than saying I'm a senator from Utah or a senator from there?
let me tell you about Texas. Let me tell you the great thing about Texas that attracts big business is the state tax
Yeah.
versus the federal tax. And it's great opportunity for businesses and business owners. So if you're an entrepreneur, i.e. not educated through high school, i.e. Ross Perot, who's a billionaire, i.e. the list goes on. For those who are successful in business but have no experience. Well, how about this? This is what I told Mr. Lee, my son. That's what I call him, Mr. Lee. I said, son, you remember the story we told you probably a few times about how he told me when he was like 5 that he wanted to be a policeman? He wanted to be a law enforcement individual. And he kept that on his shoulders. You know, hey, he's 5, so I don't want to break him. He kept it on his shoulders. He was about 12, 13 years old when we bought a house, whatever. And he brought it up again. I want to be a cop, and I'm gonna cut bad guys and take them to jail. All right, okay. So what I do is I tell Mr. Lee. It was a Sunday morning, and we were about to eat the pancakes and the waffles and stuff, and he's getting some of the meats out for the mama to cook. And I say, so you want to be a cop, right? Yeah, why I did. That's what I want to be. I'm going to be a cop when I grow up. All right, well, you know, cops got to put up with a lot of bullshit. Yeah, I know. Okay. All right. Well, let me give you some bullshit cops got to put up with. Move, nigga. Excuse me? So let's imagine, and this I had laid out for him because Mr. Lee is very analytical, Mr. Lee is. He has a temper, but he's very analytical. You gotta break shit down logically for Mr. Lee. If it makes sense to Mr. Lee, he has a patience that is longer than I can even fathom at his age. But if it doesn't make sense, you're gonna have a problem with Mr. Lee. So thus I took advantage of what being a pig was. And that's what I call him. Okay, well, if you're a cop, you gotta put up with a lot of shit. So with that being said, I like, move, pig. Fuck out my way, pig. I call him pig about 5, 6, 7 times. And he's like, sir, you don't have to address me. Shut up, pig. I pay your goddamn taxes and bills. You know what I'm talking about? If it wasn't for me, the taxpayer, you wouldn't even have no job. Pig. And you can tell by the lights, by the way his eyes are flashing. He doesn't understand what's going on.
Yeah,
yeah, he's all like, what the hell, man? You can't talk to me this way. I am a police officer of the law. You can't, in the trajectory of what we're doing with the exchange or whatever. Like, you can't talk to me that way. Oh, sure I can, pig. You ain't nothing but a fucking monkey nigga cop. Can't do shit to me. I pay your goddamn bills. Sir, please don't call me that. What? Nigga, pig. Boy, Mr. Lee jumped on my back and put me in a chokehold. I say, Mr. Officer,
Sir.
That nigga jumped on my back and put me in a full list, nigga. I'm like, oh, hey. his daddy.
Still motherfucker ain't gonna be talking to me. Nigga, I'm the Lord. Nigga, I'm the Lord. Motherfucker, I can't breathe.
Choke your ass out, nigga. I ain't gonna beat them with no niggas. Oh my God, that shit was hilarious, nigga. That nigga jumped on my back. He started choking me out, full Nelson style, nigga, full rap and everything. And I was laughing, I was rolling like, well, Mr. Leader, you know, after the big laugh and all that stuff right there, because everybody was rolling. I think that thing was taking pictures and everything.
Yeah.
But it was a great experience. I told him then, I think at the most he's probably 15, if that old. I said, Mr. Lee, if you want to be a police officer, that's the kind of shit cops got to deal with. And you know, based upon what you just did right there, nigga, you ain't ready to deal with that shit. So you gotta really take all that shit under consideration. So with that being said, we had a conversation with Mr. Lee yet again. Mm-hmm. And this was about 3 weeks ago. I was like, son, we need people like you.
Already.
Because with Trayvon Martin and the way these kids are getting killed by cops who don't understand the black man, the black, because all they know when they're growing up is rap music.
Yep.
And the way we...
And Michael Jordan.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's all everybody understands. You're either a superstar in one category or you're a criminal in the other. There is no in between. You're one or the other. And that, my friends, is the pain of a black man. That's the pain of a black man. Because I'm neither superstar nor criminal. You're neither superstar nor criminal. And I'm going to get to that too. What we are American citizens.
Just regular motherfuckers.
That's all we are, just regular Joes. I got a big mouth and I talk and I have a microphone. And that's it. But people, society can't place that. No, you're black. You're a rapper, right? I used to rap. No, I'm not a rapper. I used to rap a long time ago. No, you're a rapper. That's why you have the money and everything, right? You know? No. I've been working for close to 20 years.
Oh, really?
That's why I have this. What have you been working at? You're a criminal empire. You've been dealing drugs. You know, you're a dope dealer. Sir, I've never dealt drugs a day in my life. No. NWA says you're either, you're either rapping and you're killing, and this is the thing with NWA, and that's the unfortunate aspect of it, because it was fortunate, but it was unfortunate. NWA, they came across and put Black America at that time in 1990, 1991, 89, 90, 91. Everything NWA said was exactly what Black America was. I ain't gonna lie to you. The Huxtables and shit, I don't know what the fuck a Huxtable was. You show me a doctor and a lawyer who were black raising suburbanite kids, I would have no configuration of what that is. I would think it's exactly what that is with a TV show. Because where I come from, where we grew up at, what it was, that Huxtable lifestyle, whether it's doctor, lawyer, whatever, that did not exist. That did not exist. NWA, what they said existed. Radios did not play it. But what they said at that time was exactly what we were going through when we were coming up, so we gravitated towards it, and we embellished it when we did what the fuck we did. When Tupac was talking about what we were talking about, when Tupac was Tupac. Then we grabbed hold to it because that's exactly the lifestyle that we were embraced in. It was a struggle. And we was kids. But see, what happened was that NWA was bigger and more revered than Fight the Power.
Not really. Or BDP
or BEP or
any
other positive rapper that
any others.
KRS-One, Public Enemy, because Public Enemy, I know I said Fight the Power, but I don't mean Fight the Power just by meaning Fight the Power. I mean Fight the Power by, what was that compilation?
Self-Destruction?
Yes. By all the greatest rappers back then. Everybody talking about that motherfucker. But NWA was more revered than all of that. All of that. All that positive shit that was going on in the same genre of music that was taking place. But outside of acceptance, because that in itself was the CNN. Self-Destruction, Fight the Power, KRS-One, the whole, everybody, Scholar Rock, back before he got killed on something like that. They were all talking exactly what was going on because that's what rap is. You know, rap in itself, hip hop. Let me tell you something about hip hop. Really, really quick. Back in 1979, 1978, 1979, 1980, there's a group called Sugar Hill Gang. Sugar Hill Gang came together and they came out with a hip hop. Hip it to the hip hip, a hobby, you don't stop and rock it to the bang bang boogie, say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat. You could have took that same shit and said the rhythm of the boogie to beat, and then labeled what this form of music is versus the hip hop, hip it to the hip hip. The hip hop in itself was what your dance hips supposed to be doing to the music to the beat. But general populace took hip hop as being those words that Sugar Hill Gang says, and that define the time of music that they were talking about, which is incorrect. In the streets, say, man, let me holler at you, man, let me rap to you real quick, man. Let me tell you what's on my mind. Let me rap to you, my nigga. And so I grabbed these, and I was like, say, my nigga, this was on my mind, this was going on in my heart, and all that stuff right here, so and so. And it's rap music, because I take that, and you put a track behind that motherfucker, now you nigga, I'll tell you what's on my mind. I'll tell you what exactly was going on in my situation. And so rap music was rapping about what I see going on. That's where motherfucking me, NWA and Tupac and all that shit right here. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it, my nigga. I'm talking to you like we sitting here like we done came up together in this motherfucker. What happened was that it got commercialized.
Bam. Bam. Because it was never supposed to be that. It was never supposed to be on the radio. Exactly. Like Ice Cube said, turn off the radio. But it got a couple Oscars. They said a couple commercials. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, damn, we can make some money. Wall Street started seeing, oh, damn, we can make some money with this shit. This is what the kids are listening to, as they always say. This is what the kids are listening to. So you went from that, and that's why it also turned. See, hip-hop has a place for everything. That's why I try to tell people all the time that tell me hip-hop is dead. Like, dog, hip-hop ain't dead. The shit that you listening to on the radio ain't shit. That ain't even the tip of the iceberg, nigga. What you need to do is invest some time and go, number one, listen to your local shit, because I guarantee you they bringing the hot heat. And go listen to some other. It's plenty of artists, great artists, doing whatever type of hip hop you want to listen to. It's out there. But if you listen to the radio with the Cupid Shuffle and all that bullshit, yeah, then you do think hip hop is dead. That ain't shit.
That's a great point, because I'm telling you right now, there are artists on this station that we play that I am a huge fan of, and I'm old school. You know what I'm talking about? And you know, when I say I'm old school, that means you got to tell me a story. You got to entertain me.
Yeah.
There's a business aspect of it. And yeah, come on, give me music. I'll play it. Fuck it, because I want to provide an avenue that I did not have when I was coming up and all shit.
Already.
So I give back. But nigga, I am a huge fan of Necessary. I am a huge fan of B. Hardy. And if the people I'm talking about, if y'all ain't never heard of me, I am a huge fan of Mr. Hard Time. And Mr. Hard Time is on some ignorant ass shit.
And
everybody make moves trying to cave his chest in. But B. Hardy, he talks about some shit like, I'm just rapping what's on my mind. I'm a huge fan of that, dog. I'm a huge fan of Young Phil.
And my boy, Blowfly. Hey, that's my nigga.
I just played some of his music when we got on. I just played music.
That's my nigga. And you know what? It's all, you ain't got to be, that's what I love about it. You don't have to be one thing. That's what, and I try to tell the people this all the time that don't really know the game.
What's that?
That's why Pac, for the real motherfuckers, that's why Pac moved so many people. It's because I'm not always mad. I'm not always Ice Cube. Yeah, sometimes I'm Ice Cube ready to blow some shit up, nigga, blah. And, I'm ready to hit him up, nigga.
Hit him up!
But sometimes,
I won't deny you.
Already.
Straight right.
But sometimes I am, shit, dear mama.
You goddamn right.
Or, keep your head up.
That's right.
Sometimes I'm,
Brenda's baby.
When your homeboys call.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And shit, and that's what hip hop should encompass. That's what hip hop does encompass. You know what I'm saying? But the radio only play one sound. It's not even one genre. They play one sound. I mean, seriously, no bullshit. It might be old nigga shit, whatever. And I'm gonna tell you like this off top. I'm probably the only old nigga that I know that like Lil Wayne. I like Lil Wayne because I like the intellect he shows sometime in his music. But I'm gonna tell you like this, no bullshit. I can listen to the radio sometime and I hear a nigga rapping and I can't tell who the fuck it is. Cause it all has the same beat. The beat is good now, I like the beat. But it all have the same beat, they all have the same voice, they all have the same little catchphrases, they all have the same, you're like, damn. Okay, is this Young G? Who is this? This Young G? No, this is, who is this kid? This Kendrick? Okay, who is this? Who is this? Yep. No, back in the day, no bullshit. I mean, when I hear a face, I know his face. Exactly. I know it's, when I hear UGK, I know it's Red Pimp C. I know it's Bun B. I know, you can hear it. I mean, when the music come on, I know Face's music, his music type. It might be something brand new, but I know his music type. Motherfucking 8-Ball MJT, I know their music type. Yeah. And even when they switch it up, I like that shit. That's that new 8-Ball nigga. What's up? Who's shit with this?
You know.
But the music they play, and again, only on the radio, because you got to remember, you got to separate artistry from business.
From commercialism.
See, back in the day, dudes was doing it because of love. I love a line that 8-Ball and MJG says. I was niggas talking about I'm retired. He said, dog, you don't retire from something you love. Now, we might not tour this much or blah, 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 but you don't retire. You do it because you love it. Now, back in the day, when we were growing up, niggas did it because they loved it. They didn't know if they were going to be gold or platinum or this or that, but they put it out because they had something to say and they loved doing it. Now, if you ain't hitting platinum, then hey, damn, dog, your shit didn't even go platinum. You need to go do something else. No, I can't go do nothing else because I love this. If I'm doing First Friday every motherfucking week, I love this.
This is what I do.
I can go to week every day, but I love this and that. But I'm gonna tell you straight up, mainstream radio ain't gonna never play that. So if you're looking, that's why I don't down mainstream radio, because they looking out for themselves. They looking out for what they supposed to be looking out, which is ratings.
That bottom line. And
so if you as a consumer looking at mainstream radio to do something, dog, you're in the wrong spot. It's too much iTunes, as much as I don't fuck with Apple. It's too much iTunes, it's too much regular MP3s.
Pandora.
That piff. It's too much shit out there where you can't find what you need to find, nigga.
4-Block Party Radio.
So for all the motherfuckers out there that's talking about hip hop is dead, blah, 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 bitch, you just lazy. Get up off your lazy ass and search for because it's out there.
I turned the radio. There was a point because, listen, I'm a huge fan of my station. I ain't gonna lie. because with the Blitz, shout out to Blitz, King Blitz, #1, all that shit right here. Daryl Steele, nigga D Steele, that nigga, that's my shit, better turn it up. They do the block, don't burn it up. All that, nigga, I love y'all. Nigga, it's some great fucking music on my station. But when I'm not on my station, and I'm just, and I think about turning on the FM, I just turn the radio off. I ain't gonna lie.
Already.
I drive in silence. Because I don't want to hear that nonsense.
Already.
Because I don't want to hear that goddamn me ass nonsense. Nigga, I drive in silence. Look at this young man right here.
What's up?
Mr. Leader made in the building, man. What's up, young man? We were just talking about you earlier. Did you hear us on the radio talking about you? No?
The friend's house.
Okay, I see you looking all cheesy. Looking all good. He got a smile on his face, so I'm assuming the interview went well. We'll talk about it later.
I heard thumbs up.
Yeah,
I heard thumbs up.
yeah. We'll talk about it later. Go ahead, young man. Do your thing. Do your thing, Mr. Lee. Yeah, that's my son right there. So yeah, you know, when you got the opportunity to turn to the FM radio and you decide, you know what, fuck it, I'll ride in silence before I hear the bullshit.
Already.
That's on FM
No,
radio.
if it ain't on some old school shit,
it's saying a lot, man.
no bullshit. If it ain't on, and I try. I turn on 104. I turn on 979.
Me too.
Number one, more than ever, I hear the same shit being played on both stations at the same time.
That is some crazy shit, bro.
More than ever.
That is some crazy shit.
More than ever. That lets me know they got about 10, 12 songs they playing. They got to play them hoes every hour because they contracted to. So, but then, like I said, nigga, I've sat and listened to about 3, 4 songs on the road and then know who was doing what. Because the beat sounded the same. Again, you know me, I love a good beat. The beat sounded the same, the rhythm was the same, the catchphrase was the same, the voice was the same. I'm like, so who was that? Now that was a different, I said, oh, they playing a 3-pack from the same dude. Oh, that was Young Jeezy, and this was that, and that was this. You like, damn, those 3 different dudes?
I got you.
They sound the same goddamn shit. And saying the same shit. I mean, no bullshit. Okay, I hear you. You got Lambo and nice range, and everybody love to do that. Hey, especially when you're young and hey, shit. Again, I tell nigga all the time, if any one of us would have made it on a different level and had some money to spend, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I think all of us are lucky we were all broke. Cause I think if any one of us, if I'd have made it, or Rod would have made it, or Wes, or whoever made it, NFL, dog, we probably been in some trouble.
You ain't explained it. I already said it.
Because we done wild out with $5 in our pocket. So I know, nigga.
I said the exact same thing. So we good. We're on the same page.
So, and I know. See it. When I did have some money in my first few times I did start making money. Nigga, it was all we closed the club down.
Nigga, dog, you'll repeat. When listen to the show tomorrow, and you hear what I say when I start the show, you understand you about to say on repeat.
So
nigga. We blow $300-400 in a night like it wasn't shit.
Like it wasn't shit.
Like, SuperStars in the motherfucker, dog, and just keep right on.
Wake up the next morning, damn, I spent all that. Oh well. I do some overtime this week. Fuck it.
Keep moving.
It is what it
Show
is.
must go on. Fuck it.
So I don't bar no young cat that's making his cheese from doing whatever he doing.
And that's the point that I want to get to, is because that illusion that we had, we're either superstars, and we got to make our presence known, or we're criminals.
Yeah.
And we kind of lay our hat on that. You know what I'm saying? Say, nigga, back in the day, nigga, shit, nigga, I used to move this weight here, used to move this weight there. I knew motherfuckers who used to do this, that, and the other, break me off for this, that, and the other, something proper. And that's excluding the major populace, because you do have a minor populace of the black population that you see consistently, the Kanye West, the Jay-Z's, the Snoop Dogg's, and all this shit right, Lions, excuse me, that are great hip hop mainstream headliners. You'll see the Beyonces and the Kelly Rowlands, and that's about it. You'll see um, who else? Who am I missing?
Shit.
Oprah Winfrey.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. You turn the TV on, NFL, NBA, you'll see us all day. But that is a small, very small populace
Yeah.
of Black America. And then you get into the court system, and in the court system, because the courts define us as what NWA represented as being criminals. It's a little something about a nigga like me. Never should have been let out the penitentiary. Raku is here to say I'm a crazy motherfucker from around the way. Since I was a youth, I smoked weed out. Now I'm the motherfucker that you read about, taking a life or two. That's what the hell I do. You don't like how I'm living? Well, fuck you. This is a game. And I'm in it.
Already. Funny how that shit just flows
Of course,
out.
it's Ice Cube.
Funny how that shit just flows out.
Yeah, that's Ice Cube. And it's funny how it really actually perpetuates not just to myself, but to a lot of members on our team.
Already.
To a large majority of Black America. You know what I'm saying? But again, like I was saying earlier, if you were born, if you were in your prime or a teenager or coming up in 89, 90, 91, what Cube is saying is very relevant. What NWA said back then is very relevant.
Already.
You did? It is irrelevant in 2013.
Well,
Nigga, watch this. I remember in the mid 90s, take your ass to Park Row.
oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Take your ass to Park Row without a pass. Nigga, take your ass to Park Row without being an escort. Regardless if you grew up in that motherfucker or not.
already.
You did? Nigga, I'll peel it back a little bit further. Take your ass back out there on Park Row or Peabody or any one of them back Burr streets.
On Bear, yeah.
Nigga, and your ass wasn't Jamaican or have a Jamaican connection. Nigga, you burnt up in cars somewhere. Jamaican ain't, and here's why I'm bringing the relevance. Nigga, I remember anyway, here's why I'm bringing the relevance. Back from 89, I'll bring it all the way up to goddamn I'll bring it up to 1997, 98. Everything I just said a minute ago needed to be influctuated. You need to have a pass. And that's just the bottom line about it. But this is 2013. 2013, South Dallas, Peabody, Texas, motherfucking me ass, Park Row, Texas. Them white folks is there. They back. They took their shit back. They took their shit motherfucking me ass back. Now, nothing north, that's a different story because that's where they moved everybody to. They done tore down projects down there off of Dolphin. They done tore all that shit down and rebuilt that shit. Put fancy shit in there. I don't even recognize that shit no more when I go down there. My son had to go to school. My son chose to go to school in South Dallas at Lincoln. I had to go get, I didn't recognize it. That wasn't the South Dallas that I saw when I was coming up, when I was my son's age.
It was not at all.
It wasn't even close to it. So, with all that being said, yeah, there's a black populace down in South Dallas, but South Dallas ain't South Dallas no more, baby. But nothing north is that South Dallas on a different level.
I remember
No, it still is crazy, yo.
one of the earliest memories I have of South Dallas, because East Dallas, South Dallas, we moved in between.
You
East
remember when
Dallas,
it's called
South
Southeast Dallas?
Dallas. Yeah, most definitely.
Oh, nigga, Southeast side, that's in Bolo Solo. You know, they doing their thing with infrared. Southeast.
I'm rolling. I'm on 44 Oakland, but went to sleep. I'm about in 7th grade. Went to sleep. Woke up on the other end, as we used to call it. Whatever end you was from, the other end was the other end. Down by Hatcher You
Yes,
talking
sir.
about Peabody, the other end, your
It's the other
Peabody,
end, nigga.
down by Hatchet, the other end.
Yes, sir.
Madison and Lincoln, if you know South Side. So I woke up down there by Lincoln, which I had a cousin stay down there. I'm like, damn, I done missed her. The one dude, he probably about my age now, but when you're young, you're like, damn, that's an old dude. And they got out the bus. It was dark, a little dark. He opened up that back door. He looked one way. He looked the other way. And just took off. Chopping down the street. I'm like, damn. I'm like, damn. But then told me, hey, don't go down on the other end. So I'm like, man, what the hell I got myself into? I went up to the bus. He like, don't worry, I'm just going to turn around and come on back. I'm like, okay. He said, you sit right there. I'm like, ah, yes, sir, yes,
sir.
I'm like, God damn. I mean, you know, like I said, he was an old nigga.
It is what it is, man. But that's the reality of it.
Yeah.
Nigga, I remember when Fred stole my car. When Fred stole my car, nigga, I'm almost slapped in the middle of South Dallas. What's that street across? It doesn't matter. But I'm slapped in the middle of South Dallas. And my car done got stolen. Gone. So from the middle of South Dallas, I walked to Fair Park.
Already.
Nigga, I'm in Bulls Red, nigga.
Back when that meant something. Back when that meant
And that's
something.
what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Nigga, this is 2013. Shit back then is irrelevant now. It is absolutely irrelevant. But I was in Bulls Red and had to walk through. I mean Chicago Bull Red. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, so I even had to walk through South Dallas. Nigga, you hear the whoop whoop. They calling me out. As I'm walking through, damn, what's the name of that street? I forget it. So what I had to do is when I heard too many of them birds chirping, I walked to the corner store. I grabbed 2 40 ounces. 1 40 ounce was for me to drink.
One for a little
Yes.
offensive weapon.
Exactly. In my drawers. You know what I'm talking about? In my motherfucking mirror drawers, so it looked like I was packing some heat. And if I didn't have to use it, life is good. But if I did have to use it, somebody getting bashed over the head with a fucking bottle. Fuck it. But it looked like I was packing and I was walking. Fuck it, let's get it cracking. Because that's what I tell my girl all the time. I don't understand in these movies how a motherfucker who knows he's about to get killed is just all subtle about the shit.
Man.
That's what I tell my girl all the time. I do not understand if you know that you're caught. It's almost like mafia movies and shit right here. In a mafia movie, Magic, whatever the fuck city that is, whatever. Hey, yo, come on, get in the car. You know what it is.
Fuck you, nigga. Shoot me here. I'm scrapping.
You want me to get in the car? Yeah, come on. Come
Yeah,
on. You know you got to
get
get in
in
the
the
car.
car.
Don't make it a big thing.
Get in the
all
car.
right? Don't make it a big thing.
It's not a
Come
big
on, get in
thing.
the car. You know.
It's not a big
You know what
thing.
it is. You know what I mean? You know, hey, but a big
Damn,
thing.
is that a cannoli? Bah, 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 nigga. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly how I feel about the situation. You know, they say there's a certain way to do things. You know what I mean? You get out there, you do things, and right. And the same way the niggas say, "What's up, nigga?" You know what it is? You can smell motherfuckers when they about to get up on you.
Oh, you see it.
You can smell it.
If you can't,
That's something you don't need to be. You should have been a part of that shit.
just like go shit back in the day. I wish a nigga would tell me, well, I'm finna go to my trunk. That's the last step you gonna take.
That's exactly what.
That's the last step you gonna take.
Right there. Oh man, I'm gonna go to my.
That's the last step you taking, son.
If you by yourself, you chopping. If you're not by yourself, you got some partners. We gonna dance with you for a little bit, baby. We gonna dance with you for a little bit.
And with shit, Johnny Brown, nigga, shit. Where I done, as you say, when you talking about the Jamaican back in the day, shit, nigga split a Jamaican wide open with a Uzi first time I saw it. I was like, oh. Next time, shit, but niggas on the fuck, they stay hooping. Nigga come up. I'm going to my car, I'll be back. Shit.
No, you go to your car, period.
It's going to be an empty park when you get back. About 50 niggas moved in 50 directions.
Yeah.
Park empty the bitch. I don't know what you're going for your car now, nigga.
I come back on Gumbo Cloud. Let me buck you down, man. I go to my trunk, man.
I don't know where you're going to your trunk now for. You go in your trunk to keep moving because ain't nobody here.
Nobody in the motherfucker. So with that being said, that goes directly in line with what I'm talking about. What NWA was talking about back in the early 90s to the pre-2000 is irrelevant. This is 2013. But that's exactly how the justice system views us.
Still treats us.
Still treats us, still views us.
It's
not only just that, but during that time, that was talking to a small populace of us.
See, that's the thing, Ron.
Talk to me.
That's the thing.
Talk to me.
We talk about Marcus Garvey and that movement, that West Coast movement. Marcus Garvey,
that Pan-African movement on the East Coast,
didn't want regular people to fear them.
Right.
They wanted people that were coming to bring trouble to fear them.
Exactly.
NWA, what they talking about and what they doing, and that movement that they brought Ice Cube, like, if they were saying, basically they were saying, if you want trouble, nigga, I got some trouble for you. They ain't never said, hey, we're gonna go to this house and kick in the door, blah blah blah, and innocent people, and it wasn't all about that. But what we've got now is that people has extrapolated from that to say, okay, all these people are violent. Now, we violent if you bring something to my door, I got something for you at my door. It's just like right now, you get a lot of people that saying about the gun situation. Well, you know, everybody need to have a gun and protect your family, blah 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 blah. Okay, now let's put it on the table. When a lot of black folks was talking about having a gun, oh, why y'all need guns? Why wouldn't we need guns? But now, it's cool, right? In NRA, it's cool. You need not only you need a gun, you need an AR-15, nigga.
Well,
50 round clip.
And just to put that in perspective, yes, the predominance of people that I know that are of African American descent pack strap arms. I'm one of them. I am a gun owner. Here's the thing. As being a gun owner, how many times have I ever had to use my piece in self-defense? One. And that is not in the state of Texas. That is in Georgia. That was in Georgia with a shotgun, and I made myself, and I clicked like that bitch for the motherfuckers that was on my property without having relevance cause to be there. And they were gone. So, what that does is that minutes the actual point of bear arms and self-defense, because bear arms self-defense back in 17, 18, that was the goddamn weight of times.
Already.
Get your musket gun and defend your property. Get your musket. Yeah,
but
more
importantly, you needed it. You had to have it.
Definitely. Hell, nigga, those were violent times back then. You got slaves that may have an attitude against you, and you're taking land from Native Americans. You got a problem.
I mean, not only that, but even, just coyotes and shit, and just, you needed it, like you said. Well, we can't visit you. And your shit was right against the goddamn forest.
Yeah.
I was like, goddamn, nigga, I see that you need what you got.
Yeah. So, but again, the whole nine of it was that the constitutional rights that we have, and this is why the forefathers back then who were high on cocaine, cracked out as hell, motherfucker had post-traumatic stress disorders and all that shit right there, were conscious enough to know, leave room for amendments.
Already.
Yeah, leave room for amendments.
But they knew you ain't never gonna be all 100% right.
But see, that's the beauty of our country. That's the beauty of our country. Listen, I love being an American. I am a goddamn American citizen and proud the fuck of it. I'm proud and I'm very happy to have the rights that I do have to even have this microphone, to have the opportunity to have this microphone inside the studio to talk to a mass populace of people on the internet.
Already.
When I say mass populace, I mean 3. Maybe
We got a lot of motherfuckers listening tonight. I'm telling you.
I'm just saying. I'm happy to have that constitutional right to where I can have this because they're just, well, let me wrap this point up. As an American, I have those rights, but as an American, I have the right to speak on what I feel as though is not right in my point of view. It's solely my point of view and solely my opinion. My sole point of view and my opinion is not to bring detriment to your point of view or your opinion. If you're viewing, if you're tuning in, all you're doing is hearing my opinion. Now, yes, words are pertinent, very powerful, and are meant for reflective conversation. But it's not to put you into a structured thought pattern based upon everything I say. That's ludicrous. And if you think that way, turn my goddamn shit off right now. You're a moron.
Already.
You're a goddamn moron. You know why? Because the raw likes to drink and talk shit and get shit off his chest and view his opinions about shit. And the most of the time, nigga, 80% of the time, I'm venting. 20% of the time, I'm on point about some shit that needs to change. But if you're ignorant enough to take the 80% to be factual laws, then there's a problem with you and your goddamn self-indulgence of confidence or growth patterns in life, and then don't attribute some bullshit you do to based upon anything you hear up on my show.
Already.
Be accountable. Do you. But see, this is what America does. America allows me this opportunity to do this because I just saw, not a week ago, what it's really like in other countries. This shit is crazy, yo. Man, listen, if you have not traveled outside of the United States and you feel some bullshit about your citizens' rights are being taken advantage of and all shit, right? You have no idea. You are clueless about what really goes on outside of this continent of the United States and Hawaii.
Already.
Nigga, there's some shit that's going on in China, Korea, Iran, Iraq. All this shit right here. Nigga, they are very limited.
Very.
Very limited in what they can do. Much less have an opportunity to be on the internet like this right here. Or what you consider to be great rights, like if you go to Amsterdam and all shit right there. You know what? Keep in mind that America has only been around for like 400 or 500 years.
4. We coming up on 4.
Right?
Yeah, we the youngsters.
We are very young. We're wet behind the ears about what really needs to take place to get it right. And we embellished slavery as our culture up until hell, nigga, like 100 years ago.
That's what brought us up on everybody else's level.
Hear what I say? Hear what I just say?
I feel you.
Up until 100 years ago,
Already.
we embellished slavery. It was cool over here. So when you got the European countries that abolished slavery some 1,000 years ago and all shit right
Already.
now, slow up, give us some time. We'll catch hold to how your frame of mind is.
And even Germany. Even Germany. You look at Germany and you say, Nazi Germany, World War II. Now you can't organize under the Nazi symbols or flags or anything.
Well, that's the stupid.
But you can still organize under Confederate flags. And as a historian, I really do understand the Confederacy. I really do. And I can't even lie to you, I got a little soft spot for the Confederacy. As far as the generals and leaders were not the people behind what was going on.
Exactly.
Most of the generals it's a little known fact. more, at a large percentage of more leaders in the Union Army had slaves than in the Confederate Army.
I believe it. Nigga, Thomas Jefferson had one of the biggest plantations out there.
Already.
George Washington had one of the biggest plantations out there.
And I don't want to get too caught up in that. All I'm saying is, back to closer to your original point of, this is a young country. This is, as the original founder said, this experiment in liberty. Right now, my biggest problem with most Americans is, and again, I haven't traveled abroad, so I don't know how the rest of the world is, but I know Americans. My biggest problem with most Americans is we can't empathize with anybody else. In other words, as an American, if I don't know a Mexican, not a Latino, if I don't know a Mexican, then I can't empathize with them coming across the border. I can't see the motherfuckers come across the border. Yeah, you're like, damn, dog, you can't put yourself in their shoes. None. No. Fuck them niggas.
And that's an educational project. And that's to my point that I was getting to with Mr. Lee. Watch how this shit comes full circle.
All right, what you got?
My point with Mr. Lee was, you know what? You need to go be a police officer. Because we need people like you. Because he has a good heart. He's a good-hearted kid. However, his perspective on life is very, very limited. What he knows in his perspective of right and wrong, predominantly 90% comes out of what we show him in this household. The 10%, yeah, he sees on TV, and it may have expanded now to 20, 30% because he has a job and he kind of sees what's going on. But he doesn't understand it because he comes back here consistently. He's not on his own like his brother. Nah, let me call you. He'll be out there soon enough. But his brother's getting a full goddamn.
Already. I see.
That nigga getting life full in the face, you know, like we was.
Yeah.
And it's all well and good. Once, I tell him, this is what I told him, son, I want you to join the police department, but I just don't want you to be a police officer. I want you to be a police officer with perspective. In order to have perspective, you have to have a vision of experience. To be fair, your perspective cannot override a point of view. Because you only have your perspective, and if your perspective is only based in Dallas, Texas, and what takes place in this house and what me and your mama considers to be right or wrong, then you have a very limited perspective.
Already.
Right? I tells him, be a cop. We need more people like you.
More good
But
cops.
be a cop that rises through the ranks. Nigga, be a police chief. Be a what do you call it? Chief of police. Be the chief of police. You get into the academy, you go through the academy, you rise through the ranks, you go through everything you're going through. But as you're being a police officer, have perspective, because that's what gives you a commonality with the people. So I tells him, in order to gain perspective, son, you have to really understand what really injustice is in the world. How about you go join the army or go join a military branch and go view the world for what it is and see how well we do have it here in the United States. Because there's a young lady I talked to today. She done gave birth to five highly decorated Marines.
Already.
Of these United States here of America. She has
Already.
a daughter that's about to be a doctor after 7 years and still going 7, 8 years. I just had earlier today, I was privileged to have conversation with the mother of 5 highly decorated United States Marines, as well as a daughter that's 7th, 8th year in college to be a doctor.
Already.
And she says it with such a whim on her shoulder. She's like, "Rah, I work every day, and I tell you, if my life were to end today, I'm good. I'm good. Because what I do on the weekends is that me and my husband, we go hunting, and she does the crossbow thing. It's hunting season.
That's real hunting.
Yeah. It's hunting season, and her sons are marksmen. Her sons have certification for jumping out of airplanes and deep sea diving. All she just kept right on going. And she's talking about the middle bloodline and how it goes on and on. And I got a big old smile on my face, looking like Bill Cosby and shit. But I'm really interested in what she's saying now. She's talking about her family because you can see the pride in it, and you can also see the pride of her family serving the country. And so I tells Mr. Lee, I say, and it's really, kind of out of the box for a black man to tell his son, think about military. Think about military service. But then you backtrack and then understand that although I never served in the military, my old man that raised me, 20-year retired veteran of the United States Forces. Retired veteran, still getting pension. Y'all keep paying your taxes. Y'all paying my old man. God damn it. He did his time. Shit. And without his guidance, I wouldn't be where I am. Much less have an opportunity to talk to my son about where I think he should go with his life. But it's his life. So I can't dictate, I can only suggest at this point. So with all that being said, that's the full circle of perspective when you talk about the pain of a black man. My son's not a superstar. My son is definitely not a criminal. He's just a regular guy who's black in America trying to make his way. And that speaks to the large populace of black African-American men that are perceived to be either superstars in athletics or the music business in hip-hop, or come from criminal backgrounds. And this is how we're perceived by the rest of America, when in reality, rest of America, we are you.
Already.
But we are the same people.
We are the same.
We're the same people.
It's going from, and we were talking about earlier, going from youngster to a little long in the tooth. But I tell my people, my cross the track friend, shit, I'm middle aged for black men, a little bit past middle age actually. When you were young, you didn't give a fuck. I know I ain't give a fuck. Actually, I would rather you fear me than anything.
So that's what you did.
And now that I'm a little older, and we talking about testosterone and shit, when I walk in some place and everybody's grabbing their bags and you're like, God damn, son.
Well, that's the perception we gave.
You're like, damn, man, I'm not the threat in this bitch. I'm not as Riddick would say, I'm not the worst thing on this motherfucker. I'm not the motherfucker you got to worry about.
You should be fearing the motherfucker next to you.
I'm not what you need to be worried about. And so that takes a toll too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That takes a toll too, as far as you go places and you're like, man, god damn.
Gotta go through it again. Here we go again.
You walk up somewhere like you see the nigga, you see it in the doorman's eyes or whatever. Oh, here we go. Can you empty your pockets, blah, 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 blah.
What's the cure?
The cure is what I've been saying for years. The cure is for good black folks and good white folks to commingle. Because once you know a motherfucker, the people that know me, Before, the people that know me know not every black person acts in this fashion or that fashion. I'm not saying I'm perfect at all, but they know me. They know that situation. The
They know you're a good-hearted dude. And
the
I appreciate
the
that.
the Mexicans I know. When I learned
Mexicos.
I learned at a young age. I'm not talking about Latinos. I'm not talking about my Latinos that were born here. I'm talking about the straight Mexicans I know.
Mexicos.
I know how it feels when that shit green bus rolls through and your pops is running. I remember the first time that happened to one of my homeboys. Pops hit the motherfucking trees and shouted like, damn, where your pops going? I'll spend the night at his house. Like, man, the immigration bus. I like, okay. Like, no, he's illegal. And I was young, but I had to incorporate that into my mind. So I know there's a lot of people over here that's illegal, that's doing what they need to be doing.
I'll take that bus over a goddamn cross in my yard every day of the week.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. But I'm just saying, once you get to know a person, it's highly unlikely. It's highly unlikely you're gonna be as I don't want to say racist.
Prejudicial. Prejudging. Prejudicial.
Yes. It's highly unlikely that you're gonna be as prejudiced as against that because you know somebody of that nature.
Bro, when I tell you, Kenfo, that I did not know racism until I come to Texas, dog. Because, nigga, I went to a popular PS 41, shout out to Bronx, New York, Burke Avenue, PS 41. Nigga, that shit was about as mixed up as you can get. White, black, Hispanic, Puerto Rican, the whole nine. All right there in that motherfucker. And what we went on, what the fuck you say to me, nigga?
Already.
And put these things up like this right here. Like this right here. These right here determine when your kids, your place, your status. These right here, nothing else. That's it. So with that being said, boy, in order for me to realize that I was black and hated upon for no reason, we had to come to Texas. And for me to realize that shit says a lot about the populist thought process. But to get to your cure answer, I think it goes a little bit further. I think it goes a little bit, you did a great synopsis of my friends took the opportunity and time to know me. I say, you must be realized as an equal
Already.
to be accepted. And so, if we have the majority of America that either sees us as superstars or sees us as criminals, that has to be removed. And you have to see us as equals because you have more criminals than we have.
Already.
Because your populace is greater.
Already.
You placate more financial superstars than we can ever dream of.
Already.
So the common ground is removing the superstar and the criminal element. Remove that from all judicial processes, all judge assessments, all job assessments, all qualifications of. I will get into that into another show. And keep it simplistic as what do you stand for? Back when we was kids in the yard, and your color didn't mean a damn thing. It was about how you carried yourself and how eloquently that happened to be said. Not the content, not the color of a man's skin, but the content of a man's character is what should be judged upon.
Already.
That's what you judge the elements on. And that was said by JFK. How about that? George Washington said that. Yeah. George Washington said that.
Alexander Graham Bell.
Yeah. Alexander Graham Bell said, hey, wait a minute. Freud said that. Sigmund Freud said that.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I remember when we said that.
Yeah.
I remember.
Already.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah. So that's it, bro. Let's close out. We're gonna get the fuck out of here.
Well,
get the fuck out of here. I got a honey to-do list. Go ahead, big homie. I ain't gonna go.
I just have to say it's been an interesting evening. Talk about a lot of interesting topics. We glossed over a few. Didn't really get into. Can I just say this?
Go ahead. Speak your beat. So there's some topics I really wanted to get into, but I didn't get into because of the interesting conversation.
The need of a third party is not. It's not something that we wish upon. It's something we absolutely need. Because a third party will start, okay, and I'm trying not to back up too far.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
The problem we have right now with politics is number one, politics and money don't mix. We got too much money in politics.
How about, corporate?
We got too much corporate money in politics. And the reason we have that is because the two sides, the Republicans and the Democrats, have basically, if not actually agreed upon, if not verbally agreed upon, they've mentally agreed upon that ain't nobody gonna rock the boat. And that you can buy politicians. First of all, there shouldn't be politicians. There should be citizens. There should be citizens that go vote for other citizens as representatives. We talk so much about what the original founders wanted. They never wanted politicians. Benjamin Franklin would ride his horse up to Congress. They do what they need to do, vote.
That nigga lived in Connecticut but represented Philadelphia, who would ride his horse to Washington to make votes on the Philadelphia citizens.
And he would take his ass home.
And take his ass home. And get back to working and taking his job and fucking his slaves.
There should be no motherfucking job listed as a politician.
We definitely should not be paying these motherfuckers.
Do you realize we pay politicians for the rest of their life? Senate, Congress, Senate.
We should not be paying these guys.
These motherfuckers make an average of $250,000.
We should not be paying them.
Like right now, if you went and ran as a congressman and whatever, you won.
Right.
And then you were there 2 years, 3 years, and they had a re-election, and they voted you out. You'd be paid that $250,000 for the rest of your life.
For the rest of your life.
But we squabbling over Obamacare. We squabbling. See, this is the thing right now, people. I want you to get to understand, people, is they got us fighting over the scraps.
Crumbs.
They got us fighting over the scraps, and they controlling the meals on the table. We fighting over the scrap. Obamacare, no. If you got insurance, it ain't gonna fuck with your insurance.
That's the dumbest thing you even think about.
If you ain't got insurance, you can elect to have insurance. And that's what we all want, right? No. We fighting over.
The problem is.
We fighting over 2% of the
if
budget.
you got cancer, your family will not go broke taking care of you.
We fighting over 2% of the budget. And the other 98% of the budget is still out there, and we like, it's all good. But we don't want this Obamacare. No. Priorities. Priorities, priority. Why is it a motherfucker to spend the Republicans and Democrats $200 million on a campaign for a $250,000 job? It's because once you're a congressman, it ain't gonna take you more than a year, maybe a year and a half, to become a millionaire. It ain't gonna take you long to become a millionaire because there's so much money coming your motherfucking way.
Well, we gotta break it down to a more simplistic term.
So let me tell you what has to happen. What has to happen. First of all, term limits.
Hey, listen, we gotta go into the after hours. We are above our time. I'm RAK00. That right there is the E goddamn me ass bank.
Already.
And we going into the goddamn me ass after hours.
Let
So
me
I thank
tell
y'all
you
for tuning in and doing our goddamn me ass thing. Come on.